You want to go ahead and introduce yourself? We got a special guest.
Man, I'm SpinAgain, recording artist out of Houston, Texas, Trinity Gardens to be exact, man. Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to be here, man, with my boys FOF, man. It's a long time coming, bro. It's about time, trying to take my career to the next level and shit. So it's time I sit here and let you guys get a look at what I got going on personally.
That's a bet, man. So where you from exactly?
I'm from Trinity Gardens, 77028, man. Man, right there, Shotwell Street, 6933, man. That's where it all started at, bro. That's where my granny had me, bro. That's how I came up, bro. I'm really from multiple hoods, but I got my everything started in Trinity Gardens, right down the road.
That's a bet, man. So how long you been rapping for?
I've been rapping since 8th grade. I was like 12, 13. I had a homeboy. I'm a shop bro. Bro name was Devontae. And I had a homeboy named Devontae. Bro was rapping back in middle school, and I used to fuck with bro grind. Back then we ain't have money to go to studios and shit. So this before Band Lab even. I was on this little fucking music app when we was recording, sending tracks back and forth through email, and we'll put them on SoundCloud. Niggas will talk shit about it or whatever, but I kept at it, and through high school and everything, I got live and just, I just took that shit somewhere, man.
So what's your overall, goal for music?
My overall goal, man, I'm trying to get into the industry for real. When I decided I wanted to be a rapper, I told myself I wanted to take that shit as high as it could be. As high as I can take that shit, man. So I don't want nothing little out of it. I want straight to the top, bro. I want to be at the BET Awards with the bros,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how was it growing up where you grew up from? Talk to me a little bit.
Bro. I ain't even the type to sit up here and lie. We ain't have much, bro, but we always had something. I always had a roof over my head, bro. I got a mama and a daddy, bro. My daddy always kept a good head on my shoulders, bro. I just, through my cousins and through my friends and stuff, we got into certain situations, and that just led us down the path that, I wanted to be a basketball player for a long ass time, bro. But, certain situations happen and you gotta pick sides on certain shit. And,
really?
So it's like, man, I ain't sitting up here trying to glorify and say I was no fucking 10-year-old running around with guns and shit, man. Like 13 running around with guns, but I ain't gonna sit up and act like I ain't had no hoop dreams or nothing. Like I ain't want to make it out.
Sure.
But just life situations led me down and shit, man.
So who are some of your favorite artists you look up to in the industry right now?
Right now, my favorite rapper is NBA YoungBoy. My favorite rapper of all time is Lil Wayne. Them legends, they work ethic, I remember back in the early 2000s, watching Lil Wayne drop mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, no ceilings, after Carters, after albums and albums, and that shit really inspired me. And then when I started really getting into music in high school, that's when YoungBoy was going on his run. YoungBoy was dropping bangers every fucking week. Every week you would see a new YoungBoy song, and you just knew that shit was fire before you even clicked on it. So just that work ethic they got and the passion they got for it and the shit they put in their music, it really attracted me to it to tell my story.
Did they motivate you any type of way? Going, watching them, listening to them, their music?
Yeah, watching YoungBoy because, YoungBoy started off, he ain't really everybody was fucking with bro, but niggas ain't really just know who bro was before the song with 21 Savage, bro. But once you got a feel for him and you knew who he was, you go back to the older music he had already had out and you like, bro, why haven't I been listening to him? So it's all about that. It's all about the story, man. That's why I tell myself sometimes I drop songs that don't get too many views. Sometimes I drop songs that get a lot of views. I tell myself no matter what, don't look at the view count. Just think somebody new is listening to your song and they just got put on to SpinAgain.
So what's your favorite song by YoungBoy right now?
My favorite song YoungBoy ever made is Slime Believe.
Slime Believe. And when was your first time listening to that? Did that also help you create a creative process of making music?
I heard Slime Believe 2 hours after it came out. I used to have YoungBoy notifications on back in the day. I used to have his notifications on because, he was that nigga, bro. So as soon as that hoe dropped, I listened to that hoe probably about 10 times, I was big into the whole reaction videos and stuff. And, watching the reaction videos and stuff, you know, once Young Boy would drop, you know, like 30 different people to react to it, and I seen how much of that helps with marketing, and I was like, man, I can't wait till one day I'm getting my music reacted to and shit like that.
So how old are you right now, bro?
I'm 22.
22. And when did you create your first song?
My first studio song or my first song in general?
Just your first song in general.
My first song in general, I made it on my iPhone when I was in 8th grade. The summer going into my freshman year, me and my homeboy was making songs back and forth on this little app. We was making songs back and forth on this little app, and you know, we was, you know, sending them back and forth and shit. So, you know, that was my first time making music and shit. It sounded horrible, but you know, it was something. You know, we would throw the headphones on, go in the closet, you know, kind of what the young kids do when it comes to this band lab shit, you know. So, you know, that shit. Then when Band Lab did come out later on, a couple years later, I graduated to that shit before I started paying to get into the studio and shit.
So you said you're 22 now, right? So
Yeah,
you've been rapping for almost like 9 years, we could say.
Hell yeah.
About.
Yeah. I went through it all, man. The eras, man. SoundCloud era, all that shit, bro. One of the first people to find out about United Masters. I started United Masters, then I went to Distro Kid, like, yeah.
So how did you learn all that DistroKit and all that? Did you just research, or like would somebody put you?
When I was younger, bro, like I really got a feel for this shit, like, and I wanted to know like how to get my shit on all these other platforms besides like SoundCloud. I was tired of hearing the word SoundCloud rapper. I was trying to get money for my shit. So the first time I really dropped some shit on even before United Masters, there was an app called Amuse. Amuse was the first app that I saw that allowed you to put your music on Apple Music and all other platforms and make money from your royalties. I had a song called Got Me a Bag that I made when I was 15. I put that shit on every platform from Amuse, and that shit got 20,000 views. I don't know why it hit the algorithm like that. It had 20,000 views on YouTube, 20,000 views on Apple Music, like 18K on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
So like every month I would get $100 $100 PayPal balance. And it would go to my mama. So my mama was like, how the fuck you keep getting $100 every month? I'm like, I got this song that I made on some just bullshit. I made this shit on my phone. I got this song that's blowing up, and I get $100 every month because that shit keep going up in the views.
For sure, man.
And I kept going from there, bro, because once I seen that, I was like, this shit possible.
So what are your plans for rap in the future? How do you see rap? Do you want to pursue it as a career? How do you see it going on in the future?
Yeah, I want to pursue it as a career, bro. Music really made me sit down, stop getting myself in situations, getting myself in trouble. It just made me realize that, you know, you can't do this shit from behind bars, you know. And that's a place I don't ever want to go again. So, you know, it's all about it, man. I'm trying to take it to the top, stay out the way, go global shit.
So how was it when you were locked up and stuff like that? Did that make you like realize that this is not the life? How did that make you feel?
Man, when it comes to jail, bro, that shit always been a part of like my family and shit. I got uncles and shit that's been doing time and shit, so like I wasn't too affected by it, but at the same time I realized that stupid decisions end you up in stupid places. So, you know, I was doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing, got caught with a large amount of a substance and a couple of weapons. I ain't gonna speak on that because the case is closed, but you know, at the time I was only 16 years old, so shit, I was doing bad shit, still going to school the next day, so you know, just tripping.
So you think that, like being behind bars and stuff like that, has that also motivated you to write some type of music, any type of way?
Man, bond money always good, so I ain't never really sit in jail too long, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The max longest time I done did behind bars, behind a gun case was like 2 weeks and shit. So, bro, I'm popping bond as soon as I go to jail. Every time. If I get a bond, it's getting popped. Same with the bros. My bro came home on a prohibited weapon charge, popped his bond within 3 days. Like 3 days? Like a week, yeah.
100,
My money always good, bro. We know bro niggas around this bitch, bro.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. So what are your next plans for music? You got any EPs on the way? You got any singles on the way?
I just dropped a whole mixtape, bro. The Comeback Kid too, bro. I wish the bros was here, bro. A lot of the bros that's on the tape can't be here right now, bro. But you know, I had just dropped the tape, bro. I ain't got no more projects coming, but I am finna get more consistent when it comes to the music videos. Finna start dropping at least 2-3 a month. And yeah, I'm finna get more.
All right, man. So people say you're behind the Houston Drill like Instagram media page. Is that true?
Bro, I put it like this, bro. When Houston Drill first was made, bro, he was posting shit about me and the bros, you know, getting us and shit that we ain't want posted just like everybody else, bro. So naturally, bro, we all felt like Houston Drill was somebody that we know, somebody that's around us. So we naturally was doing our own investigations, bro. So like a couple of people that don't even know me for real and just saying shit like that, the bros done already snatched the nigga phone before and looked and shit, bro. Like niggas know, bro. We all done low key like looked up, man. When this Houston Drill shit was going on, bro, niggas ain't know who the fuck Houston Drill was. But if it's one thing, bro, I can be for sure, bro, it ain't nobody that be with us, bro. That's all I'ma say, bro.
So why do you think that they're assuming that it's you behind the page?
Because bro charges $1 sometimes, $2 for promo. I pay my $2 like everybody else. You feel me? That's why I'm like, bro. The same way all these other niggas getting their shit posted, bro. I'm paying my yo, can I get this posted? I pay my $2, bro. That nigga post all them other niggas more than he post me, bro. That nigga dick ride. I ain't gonna bring no names, bro. He dick ride the ops more than he fucking post me, bro. So like, if anything, bro, it's one of them niggas, bro.
100, bro. So next question I'm gonna ask you is, how would you feel on signing to a record deal, record label?
You said, how would I feel on signing a deal?
Would you sign it?
That's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one, bro, because it is an advance in money that could, you know, help you out. But at the same time, bro, you gotta think about longevity, you know. What if my shit go triple global as a solo artist, independent? I'm getting all my revenue and not having to break that. But what if I need the label to help push me to blow? It depends on what kind of rapper you are. It really just depends on what kind of rapper you are, because you either got to have a label that's going to push you, that kind of artist, or you really bumping on yourself. If you bumping on your own, like you one of them niggas, you could do it independent, then you don't need a label. But if you somebody that's good, but you need that push, I ain't going to say what labels probably do, but that push, you know, with the little views they be doing and shit like that. You know, the labels do a lot of bullshit. So, you know, make a nigga seem famous, you know, some artists need that, and some artists is really like showing off to the people.
I hear you. So, let's say you came across a deal, right? What would be your perfect record label deal? Like, what would you want? Like, what would be the perfect deal for you?
Like, if I was like
to
right
sign
now, like where I'm at right now,
yeah,
I sign for 75. No match. No, I wouldn't think about it. I sign for 75. I think about it for 50. And depending on who it is, I sign for 25. Like if it's 10, 17, or like, you know, just a label that got something behind it that I believe can push me, then yeah, I sign for 25.
So you don't have no like perfect like offer yet. You're just like going off what how it would be in that situation.
How it would be in that situation.
I hear you.
Who it is.
All right. So when you're in the studio, how is your like song making? Like, how do you process making a song? Like, what's your process like?
I'm a writer, bro. Like, I don't do the freestyle shit. Like, even as a kid, like I can never freestyle like that, but I can write music. So, you know, when I come in the studio, 9 times out of 10, my shit is the hook, and most of the song on my end is already written with a beat to it already. So I come in with everything ready. That's why it never takes me long. When I go in the studio, I can pay for an hour of recording time and I can finish 2 songs because I got the 2 songs written already. But, you know, I just go in, bro. I got it already. Sometimes I make a sample track on Bad Lab so I can, you know, before I get in the studio, I got an idea how I want it to sound, how I want to come on that hoe, and where I want to start at, how I'm coming, you know. But you know, I normally come in with a sample track made. You know, a good feel for how I want the song to sound, how I want my voice.
Introduce yourself again, man. Let the crowd know who it is and what's all going on, man.
It's your boy SpinAgain, bro. Straight out of Houston, Texas, bro. And go ahead and lock in on my Instagram and shit. I bang 4Z. IBANG 4Z. That's my Instagram, bro. Lock me in, bro. Alright, when you go to my shit, I know it might look like I ain't nobody because I ain't got the many followers, bro. Instagram be on me, bro. I had 12K, bro, and my shit just got snatched.
Man, I appreciate you popping out to the FOF studios, man. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, bro, it was a pleasure, bro. Thank you for having me, bro. Man, you know, bro, tune in, bro. We got a lot of shit coming, bro. Videos and everything, bro. You know, I'm locked in with FOF, bro. So, you know.
Yes, sir. Let them know your next when your next drop is coming.
Shit.
So they look out for it.
I give y'all a music video within a week, bro. I got y'all, bro. I just made I got some new shit, and I gotta pick which songs I want to do off my tape, and I give y'all some new content.
That's a bet, man. I appreciate you coming out, bro.